Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Furber the Nerd with another video game market report for you. About a day late. Sorry, I got caught up with some things yesterday with work, and so just want to put this out there for everybody. Um, yeah, a pretty interesting report this week. I have an idea of a longer term kind of. I wouldn't say flip. This is more an investment. It's about a $25 to $30 buy-in for a $60 game. But yeah, I'll keep doing these reports. If you guys could just do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, tell all your friends about it. We'll keep doing these, or I will keep doing these reports as long as we get the fandom and support from the community. And without further ado, let's get into it. I have about 8 games today, so they kind of go over different asset classes or consoles, I guess you could say. And yeah, an idea of a possible flip. Kind of hard to find these in back issue bins or like in estate sales, but here you go. This was an interesting sale that I watched end on Tuesday. Pokemon Ultra Sun 3DS. This is, I feel like, one of the good Pokemon low buy-in investment calls right now. I wouldn't say it's like guaranteed, but like if you're thinking long-term in this like video game investment space, I think Pokemon 3DS is like the first area to kind of try out. But I saw this sale end. I actually bid on this video game for like $105. I probably should have upped my amount. A 9.9 sold for $107. There's not a ton of 9.9s out there. The average is obviously a 9.8, but these grade really clean. I don't know if the 9.9 is going to be like the new 9.8 for this particular system, but Pokemon's a very beloved franchise. $107 for a 9.9, legitimately like perfect video game is unheard of. It usually goes for 30 to 40 bucks sealed, so I just think getting a 9.9 is not very common. It's probably should have gone for like 300 to 400 bucks based on rarity, but I don't know what the census calls for this either. But damn, this is like a swipe. $107 for a 9.9. That's just amazing. So this is my future kind of pick of the week. PS5, the Avengers video game. I didn't hear a lot about this. Did you have Kamala Khan on the cover here too? So I believe that's her first cover on video games. Hint, hint. It's $24.99 right now on the Bay. PS5s, I've tried grading a couple, and they don't grade necessarily perfect like you think they would. I've sent a couple in, got 9.4s, 9.6s. They don't go 9.8. So $24.99. If you get a 9.6 or a 9.8, I think that's worth holding for a while. This may turn into nothing, but I figured for $24.99 for a brand new video game, which I didn't hear a lot of pub about, the fact this could turn into like your X-Men Legends from the PS2 or any of the Spider-Man games from the PS3. It's kind of my thought process here. The cover's not great, but what I think it does is it does a good job of highlighting one of the most beloved franchises of all time and your first cover appearance of Kamala Khan on a video game. Shout out to my boy Nemesis Prime for this one. This is Twilight Princess from the GameCube specifically. Now, he informed me that this is one of his favorite games ever. He ranks this a little bit higher than oh, yeah, visitor everyone. He ranks this a little bit higher than Breath of the Wild, just because of the gameplay on the Wii itself. This was introduced also on the GameCube, and it goes for $95 CIB. Now, last week I talked about this game, and this goes for a lot less on the Wii versus the GameCube. It's essentially a print run argument there. And to him, yeah, basically, according to Nemesis Prime, this is his favorite, or no, I would say favorite, but a more beloved gameplay game than Breath of the Wild. So if you find this in like a really good CIB grade, like at a video game store, specifically the Nintendo GameCube, I think it's worth a pickup. I'm going to see if I can flip this one going forward, but GameCube, Nintendo, Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. Kind of talking about this earlier, but Spider-Man 3, I think this is definitely like the cover of this video game is pretty amazing. I think it highlights it really well. The gameplay was pretty cool. I almost picked up this game back in the day, but I did not. This is on PS3, if you were wondering, on the now defunct Activision acquired by Microsoft. Goes for about 30 to 100 bucks, depending on the condition on it. 185 best offer accepted in September for a sealed version. So, like for a PS3 game that goes for 185 bucks, that's a pretty high premium for a later or not so much an older game. So I'm always kind of on the lookout for those PS3 seal games that go for like 3-digit kind of prices, because the CIB market's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of tough right now. I don't think CIB grading in PS3s is worth it right now, unless you find an extremely rare game. But if you find a sealed game for like $185, look at the graded last sales, and you'll get kind of an idea of how much those games go for. So, classic game, Super Mario 3, one of the most classic games ever. A CIB on average, I was finding for like $50, 50 to 100, depending on obviously on grade. But this is interesting. A Night 2 went for $700. So I'm guessing if you could get a CIB, a Super Mario 3, like for $75, let's say, and it grades 7.0, you're probably doubling your money. So I'm gonna try and see if I can get a Super Mario Brothers 3 CIB in very good condition. The yellow cover kind of doesn't help a lot with getting a good cover or whatever, or getting a good grade, because I'm sure that fades out really bad. But I think the way this presents really well. I mean, I may get one, I may get two. Sell the higher graded one for some profit, and then keep the smaller one. This is one of my favorite games ever too, so I could definitely play this game over again. This was my odd find of the week. I've never heard of this game before, but I did see kind of stills from this, and it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. It looked like a predecessor to Marvel vs. Capcom. It's your basic fighting game. I didn't really knew about this game back in the day, so it doesn't shock me this goes for $300 in CIB. But yeah, if you're a purist and I found this game because of Marvel vs. Capcom. I was doing some research there. It is done by Capcom, so it makes sense that it looks like that way. But JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, if anyone in the comments, if anyone can comment and let me know about this game, I'd really appreciate it. It looks really cool. So I'm wondering if it'll be on people's radar going forward. And the last but not least, right? Oh, we got one more. Sorry, shit. Super Smash Brothers. Actually, a guy on Instagram I follow sold like a 9496 for like 16K of this game. I think this is a future grail regardless of condition, because kids still play this game, but I bet you when they're older and they figure out that the Nintendo 64 was the original like system to have this, they're gonna be like, oh man, that's like I have to have that, that kind of thing. Love this game. It's $140 in CIB. I think that's pretty low for arguably a grail video game. I mean, you have Pokemon, you have Pikachu on the front here, you have Mario, Metroid, or Seamus, I guess you could say. I don't see Zelda or Link on here, but Kirby's on the far right. There's so much going for this. But yeah, I think another possible long-term hold for $140 in CIB is great. And last but not least, this is like your diamond in the rough. Clay Fighter 63 1/3, the infamous Sculptor's Cut. This is not the infamous Sculptor's Cut, but I want to say it's something to do with like being available in Blockbusters. 16K for a 6.0 CIB sold. No, that's not listed. That's sold. That's insane. Pretty crazy. $221 for a regular price in a nice grade, which is really high. I had to buy one and test the market and just see what it does, but I couldn't find any graded sales. But this averages out about $220 for a really nice grade. So pretty cool. Well, that is your list for the day. If you guys would do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, tell all your friends. I'll keep doing these. We try and do live shows every Sunday. I'm not sure if we're going to do one this weekend, but I'll try. I do appreciate everyone's support. Just leave some comments too. I'm always curious of what you guys think. If you guys think this list is dumb, or if you're like, why would you ever grade a video game? You should play them. Or if you're curious about a particular segment you want to look up, I'm more than happy to look up things. I usually just Google search like random thoughts in my head as far as like eBay or collectibles are concerned with video games. But just trying to get a hold of this market and see how it goes. So you all have a great day. Take care, and I appreciate you guys supporting the channel.